Hey guys, Bicepump here, bringing you this Dragonflight Frost DK video. Just woke up today and we got some 10.0.7 changes for Frost DK, and these look juicy, right? If I was happy for the previous set we got for this reset, these ones are really solid. I think overall both the huge DPS increase, I think it's like 10% for obliteration builds, but you're also a very good talent change overall when it comes to what you can pick in a tree and when it comes to your gameplay. Let's go through them, right? Discuss their impact and how they change your rotation or your talents, picks and whatever. Anyway, first of all, we've got 3 talents now that's been removed from the talent tree and put in as baseline abilities. So we've got Remorseless Winter, we've got Might of Frozen Wasters, and we've got Frost Reaper. So these are all now learned at different points when you level, right? 19 for Remorseless Winter, 25 for Might of Frozen Wasters, and 28 for Frost Reaper, instead of being in the tree itself. So what this does is that it opens up opportunities to pick other talents, which you normally wouldn't use, right? Because these were quite mandatory when you're running obliteration builds, right? And furthermore, it means that we're now more powerful, because essentially we got 3 talent points for free, which means you can pick up 3 more. So essentially you get the benefit of 3 more talent points, which is really quite nice. I think overall this means that by the way, it's not quite true. We only get 2 points because one of them is replaced. The other 3 are just removed from the tree. I think overall, right, this means that there's now more opportunity to pick up stuff that we didn't really have the points to do previously. For instance, I can see Enduring Strength being picked up much more often in combination with Frostwhelp's Aid. Previously we just picked one of them, but now we can pick up both. Furthermore, for instance, Chill Streak, much easier to pick. Frostwind's Fury is not that much of a kind of sacrifice to pick up. I think there's now lots of talents we can be like, I have this set which I can kind of choose from freely, and it's not as much cookie cutter as before. So overall, great changes. We like these. It's also nice for 200 build that they don't need to actually pick up Might of Frozen Wasters. I've seen a lot of feedback saying that they don't like that, so I'm also fan of it. Now, new talent, Fatal Fixation. Killing Machine can stack up to 1 additional time, replaces Frost Reaper on the talent tree. This is huge, right? I really, really like this new talent. So one issue with obliteration is that you quite often overlap Killing Machine procs. When you're in your Killing Machine window, any natural proc you get is very likely to actually get overwritten by one you generate, right? So you lose Killing Machine procs. Stacking it up to 2 means that you're far less likely to waste any procs. This is just a big DPS upgrade and a very big quality of life one, right? It doesn't feel good to kind of refresh the procs. So the fact that they stack will feel much better, and it's also going to do much more DPS, right? I can imagine in PvP, you're just doing some natural Killing Machine procs, you can stack up 2 and go pam pam, double crits outside of the window, yeah? And in PvE, when you look into obliteration windows, you're much less likely to waste any procs in them, because even though you generate 1 every second GCD, if you get the natural ones, you have now the space to use them, which I think is a great change. Also, it means that you at one point starve and you have to press Glacial Advance, Frost Strike, or Rime, right? It's not necessarily a DPS loss because you can stack up those 2 Killing Machine procs and then use them later. Great change. Very happy about this one. I think it's going to have a significant impact on how we play obliteration. It's going to feel much better, and it's going to be a significant portion of why we're seeing such a big 10% DPS increase, right? Now we have a couple other ones. We have Biting Cold, moved to Remorseless Winter's old position. This essentially means that it reduces the number of... here's a new tree, by the way. You can see how it works, right? So now we got Biting Cold much further up. And then we have that Everfrost was moving Biting Cold. Essentially means that the Everfrost point down at the bottom has been removed, so you don't need to pick that up. You just pick it up when you go down the tree for all the most winter buffs. And finally, Obliteration now causes Soul Reaper to also grant Killing Machine and have a chance to generate Rune during Pillar of Frost. This is huge. So Soul Reaper previously was a pretty much dead talent for Obliteration. You couldn't really pick it up. Now it functions as Frost Strike, Rime, or Glacial Advance in your Obliteration window, which means that it fits much more nicely into rotation. Previously, it was a completely dead GCD. Dead. It was a GCD you had to spend to do some damage, which didn't interact at all with your other kit. But now it fits nicely into your Obliteration windows, right? And I think it's going to be a significant buff to the talent overall, and it means that it is now actually something we can pick up in raiding scenarios. Great change, right? I don't like talents which are kind of, not DPS upgrades really. And I think it's going to feel good for Frost to pick it up now. And I think, does it do Shadow Frost damage? Yes, it does. Already does Shadow Frost damage, so that's all sorted. Let's see. The developers say Frost will be seeing a few updates to the tree in 10.0.7. Currently, Frost feels 1 or 2 points off from being able to make more meaningful choices. Correct. Within the spec tree, to help ease some of this, we are shifting a few talents to be auto-learn or leveling up and replace them with a new or existing talent. The new version of the tree should offer a little more variety and feel less linear when allocating your talent points and give more choice based on the content you're running. I think there's quite spot on there. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the changes. This will push Obliteration even further. So I think now, I already think it's a very good move cross, right? I'm going to release some videos as soon as I'm running it, right? Now it's going to be a solid single target spec in raid as well, I think. I'm not sure if it's going to be better than Breath. It's always difficult to beat 100% uptime Breath, but these changes go a long way. They also obviously help Breath, right? But they're significantly more impactful for Obliteration. And I already see some sims where, dual wheel Obliteration is almost reaching 100k on single target sims. So there is definitely potential. I'm incredibly hyped for 10.0.7. There's unholy changes as well. So I can't wait for it to come. Actually, no, when is it coming? Leave a comment down below, let me know. Also, let me know what you thought about this video. Upvote, downvote, consider subscribing. You can always message me on the Acros Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.